I still have so many questions about this. And the
Just
portal.
follow me. I'll open an abyssal with.
Whoops. Sorry. I can never tell when it ends. The fact it's all in leeway, though, is kind of off-putting for me? No, not off-putting. It's weird. Like, why leeway? Why not Fontaine or Natlin or even Nodcry? Well, no, not it. This came out after, or this came out before Nodcry was even a thing. Like, why leeway? That's what I don't understand. Unless it's a trounce boss.
This is near the chasm, right?
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety. Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Am I actually going to be allowed to use my characters, or am I going to be stuck using Traveler, who I haven't fully leveled up yet? Oh no, I'm using Skirk. So where are you? There you are. Oh no, this one's level 90 out of 90. Full set of... Oh wow, they really... They're treating me good with this one. Oh wow, they just straight up died. This is not a good combination, I don't think. Actually, hang on, I want to see something. Is the Skirk they gave me overpowered? Well, I see I have her weapon. What's her weapon do? Every attacks increased. Okay. Full set of that. 3 stock on Constellation.
Oh. Spikes! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you.
Their aim is really off.
You got this.
Wipe out!
Hey, what are you two doing? Nasty. Like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
Go, please. I've also seen a build for Skirk that is absolutely nightmarish, and I really want to build it. I hate this move. You're a dick. I do love the little gown she gets. I don't think this is a trounce boss. Oh no. Yeah, their aim is bad. I can just walk this. I literally have to be standing still for them to hit me. Oh no, whatever will I do? Just keep walking. Wow. That's so bad.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything.
I mean, we're seeing pretty far.
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is? Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
Fun. So what am I doing? Evade the spikes. Very difficult. Nope, yep, very difficult. Okay, I got hit. Whoops. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, and they freaking bullet time. No, they don't bullet time. It's home in, obviously, but they're after Skirk.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Okay, that one has a soul.
You alright? That thing was...
So it was something trying to target Skirk, and we were the only ones that can break through her defenses
There.
properly?
I got it back.
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Guili Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power. Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power. No, he couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost. I'll cope. Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
Oh, that's fun.
All-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
Does it?
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Surtalogi.
The Foul? Who dares call him foul?
Revenge or
What's wrong?
fanboy?
Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Look! It's back!
Oh, fun.
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit. Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
Culprit is hiding beyond the fog. I have a good understanding of his attack patterns.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Oh boy, I've got to run now. Nah. Okay, now they're faster. They're actually a threat.
Is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time.
Nope.
You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Ow! Screw it, we take these!
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse!
Not collapse. What was that? Oh boy!
So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicions only get you so far. I needed to verify it for myself.
Freedom! This has been interesting, to say the least.
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it. You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master. Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of the situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We've got Skirk as a companion.
She can rest. But where?
How far do I gotta go?
Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there.
That's travel and a half. The Bajou Pharmacy. It feels so long ago that I was over here trying to solve the story of Rex Lapis and a dead dragon body.
This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like... I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
That's a grand question.
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames. Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start. But things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so... What do you say? Friends?
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually.
Wait, she doesn't need rest, but she still
Let's
sleeps?
get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Do I still have the thing on my ear? No, I don't. Skirk is very much like a friend I know.
Quiet.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whoa!
Oh, but it's
I
not
thought it
80.
would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short. No, I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
I'm amazed we aren't getting attacked again. Because wouldn't the guy just attack us again in our dreams and get the thing back, or does he think he can't attack us again because
Skirk is still meditating, huh?
we're already doing that,
It's been
or we
2
already
days
experienced
already.
that?
Shouldn't she be awake by now? Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh, wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up.
Possibly.
Be right back.
Oh boy, more dream diving. Inception.
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then. Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this.
Oh, that's adorable.
I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for a lucky coincidence.
That's definitely
like
younger
this,
Skirk.
right? Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place? Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past. And all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
So, hold up. Oh, whoa, okay, that is terrifying. Because if she actually accepts who she was in the past, and reconnects this entire river, how powerful will she be?
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak. And become
This is also
master
proving
of your
Surtalogi wrong, I love it.
form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
So, first and foremost, we've proven Surtalogi wrong, technically wrong. Because, yeah, while she is getting stronger by doing this, she's also heavily hindering herself. This is the start of her power. 100%. And if little floaty creature here is right, and my theory is right, looks like a clothesline. I recognize the drawing in the sand. Isn't that the picture I drew for Paimon? Why is it showing up in Skirk's memories?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet, like meteors.
So Skirk's been aware of us
Both
for a
need to
while.
journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
If I think about it, it's not surprising at all. After what happened at the Wayman restaurant, it's obvious that she prefers to disappear from other people's lives. Child for years either. I doubt she's ever made a connection with this world of her own volition. What I'm seeing now is a microcosm of her entire life.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
Oh no, this is the end of the river. Okay. The source of the river's up a cliff. But in theory, supposedly, based on what Little Creature says, connecting the river should give her more strength. In theory. I don't know how much.
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past.
Okay, that's not adding up.
We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
Hang on, I want to take in this image. She's gaining strength so she doesn't die to him. He's got a black hole in his chest. Because that is an event horizon right there. That is 100% an event horizon in his chest.
Why would you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear so deep it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus pain dampens over time. And the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood. Or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
Figure next to Skirk was familiar, right? That's the same figure during the battle against the all-devouring narwhal.
That is what Skirk's master, the foul Surtalogi, looked like at one point in time. Of course, as a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him.
So the way he looked was a choice. Got it.
He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in
So
here,
he's fifth-dimensional.
clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
I used to think Surtalogi and Skirk were just master and disciple, like Skirk and Child. Now I see why Skirk chooses to distance herself from humanity. Surtalogi told her to put down roots here, while at the same time threatening to destroy whatever life she managed to create.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path.
So I was
he
right
once
about that
walked.
part.
And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That...
So that's what she meant, but I still don't understand why Surtalogi would do that. From what he said, I didn't pick up on a conflict between
I'll
them.
let you in on a little secret. The real Surtalogi is terrifying. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things. Shall we keep going? Let's see. We're about halfway
So he is
there.
fifth dimensional for one. At the very least, fifth dimensional. Oh, I really hope he's not sixth. Sixth are pains. He's... I think what he's trying to do is build the ultimate human. And he thinks that fear, evolution via fear, is the way to do it.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Surtalogi.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me?
This is saving.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for
There it is.
Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary. In the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little.
Okay, so he's literally just a battle junkie. And he's basically forcing a child to be his next opponent. Got it.
Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue.
I genuinely don't like Surtalogi.
After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today.
So Surtalogi saved Skirk from a disaster when she was a child and never even tried to hide his ulterior motive. I suppose that only leaves one final mystery. What really happened with the disaster back then? Surtalogi's final words to Skirk were cold and cruel, but Skirk's reaction made it seem like the truth. It was a truth she knew all too well. I have a feeling it all comes back to what happened back then.
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
I love this little creature and the effects around it. And the fact that it kind of looks like a mirrored Skirk head. A little bit. Because Skirk has that weird crown piece, headpiece on her left side. And this thing has it on the right.
These are Skirk's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was.
Also, Child Skirk is adorable.
Clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child. Always skipping school to go explore.
Also, the fact that they know about space travel already in this world kind of hints at an advancement way ahead of our time.
There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea. The secrets beyond the stars. And that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end. It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade.
Oh my goodness, space travel's far more advanced than I thought it was.
Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality. No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet. Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path. If Surtalogi hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening. Because she and her people were seen as a threat. As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source.
That is awesome.
For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
Okay, so I get that this is what Skirk believes happened. Here's what actually happened. From my own perspective, the fuckers were jealous, so they wiped out a group of people that were technically better than them. Because they were jealous. Because they are pathetic. Why else would they call them savages? Like, unfortunately, here's the issue with a lot of the... I'll use One Piece as an example. Well, it's a bad example, but it's an example nonetheless. Celestial dragons in One Piece are basically noble families descended from the initial families that formed the world government. Once again, this is in One Piece. These celestial dragons are now basically like, to put it as one YouTuber said, they have racism premium. Basically, they think anybody who isn't them is beneath them and worth killing and stuff like that. And they think that they are all savages. However, the issue is, obviously, their behavior is like the celestial dragons behave like savages because they think that they can get away with anything, and technically at the moment they technically can. But that's about to change here in the near future, hopefully. Regardless, though. So these nobles think they can get away with anything they want because they are untouchable. And I'm pretty sure that's kind of what happened with this one. Yes, Skirk's race technically did count as a threat to these people, but not unless they were... Like, quite literally, I feel like Skirk's race, or like whole planet, literally wouldn't have given a shit about this other group of people. Literally, this other group of people could have just been like, we trade. Okay, we got the trades. Okay, we leave. We good now? We good now. Okay, and no more interaction. Period. It would literally have to be a case of just like, you, like down the line, they have the technology to defend themselves. You've done something bad. We're now going to beat the shit out of you. So like, it's a form of cowardice because their sense of control and power was threatened. It wasn't that they were threatened by... And once again, I say this because of the fact that they used savages. They used the word savages to describe Skirk's people. So it wasn't that their race or their civilization was under threat. It was that their sense of superiority and control was a threat. Or was threatened. So that's why they attacked. That's why I hate them, and that's why I hope they die horribly. That's why I hope I get to go there and beat the shit out of them.
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped.
I see why the Surtalogi's threat is such a terrifying prospect for her, and I see why she distanced herself from the world.
No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story. This is as far as we can go. Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
Ads in 5.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me.
I knew it.
I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And he is the best choice in this moment. Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable.
See, the thing is, I feel like if now Skirk started to allow herself to feel that way, because of how long she's spent in this battle-hardened state, it would be very difficult for anybody to really get a jump on her. Quite literally, the only reason she got hit was because somebody's outside power had to be used. And very clearly, we are the only one with that power, technically, but we don't want to use it against her.
Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Okay, that last statement is true. Also, I want to remind everybody that if you were a noble or a commoner or a general or a private or anything like that, you died to a bullet like everyone else. Anyways, the first part of that you guys wouldn't have known. Like that's a very loaded hindsight as 2020.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary.
And arguably speaking, so did they.
I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer.
Okay, yeah, Skirk, now you're sounding exactly like those guys.
I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
Exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation.
I am enraptured by the story.
You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come and face you, that proves it.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you'll never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
I
keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey?
I think my mic is picking up my my headphones are picking up my mic, and I apologize. I've just become so enraptured by this.
I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Oh, I just realized how much her eyes changed. Because her eyes weren't like that when she was being trained, before she was being trained. Also, that was gorgeous. That was beautiful. I love it.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive. That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Surtalogi, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order. Yes, and not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him. I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll
Okay, but he
finally
looks
appear
so
before me
cool. He doesn't have a right to
and
let
tear
something go
down
wrong.
everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready. Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
Because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place.
This is such a powerful message, and I love it. Also, the little robot cat floating behind me is funny and adorable, and I love it. I like this story.
Oh, you're finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death. You're both okay, right?
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past.
Yeah,
into
her
the future.
entire deal has changed. Her colors are brighter.
I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context. But whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks. Let's dig in.
All right, it's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
This is a good story, and I really do love it. But holy crap, it's a long one. Also, it's not broken up into parts, I don't think. Like the others. It feels like it's still all one big quest. I mean, I know I've been getting mid-quest rewards. That looks so trippy. I love the Skirk portals. I really do. Oh, and now there's an event horizon in the background. Fantastic.
The fog is gone! Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too? Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person
A little
before us
shadow
has
on the
encountered
bottom, too.
Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets.
That's an epic shot, okay? That's an epic shot.
Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's teach this guy a lesson.
Am I fighting...
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
I'm going to hose you down, sure.
Go! Bombs away! Go!
My characters are going to die because this is not my usual team and I'm not used to this. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. He's also hitting with Electro.
Water jet!
Extinguished.
No. Please no. Oh, right, the water bubbles heal. I also slowly heal while I'm on the field.
Wipe out!
Mine to wield.
Okay, so they don't seem to damage me as I'm standing in them. Bubble, 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 water, 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 water.
Water jet!
Mine to wield. Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Oh, she is going to overload the crap out of him. Ooh, that impact frame though. Oh, that impact frame. That was gorgeous. It had to be one of his disciples, right? Is that a Conrian?
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power, such keen battle instincts. So you must be...
Skirk, Surtalogi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry, it's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers.
You are kind of jacked up there, buddy.
This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Ancient.
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago.
Pardon me while I lean back and just enjoy the story.
I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me.
Oh, fun.
I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity, or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die.
That sucks.
Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Surtalogi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet,
zing!
He always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
Okay, I kind of like the
acknowledge
mentality behind it.
Something. And he inspired me to keep going.
But holy crap, I still hate Surtalogi.
We sparred together. It was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
I'm gonna stop this right here because I want to touch on something. So, Surtalogi currently has the ability to change his form in any way he sees fit. And right now, this is the form he chooses to have. Look at the horn on his crown. It's broken. He chooses to have that broken. That is cool to me. That he's not going for a form of perfection. He's going for a form of just whatever I want. I think this looks cool. I'm going to keep it. Battle scar, baby.
Pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day. And we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be
His
able
sword
to
even looks
withstand
broken.
this curse.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality, and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Tibet. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Vulfhart. I'm now looking forward to this character.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Okay, that is a powerful line. Holy crap. This man's got aura, this man's got the fit, this man's got freaking powerful lines. I still hate him though. But it's still so cool. It's one of those hates where, like, I hate him, but I respect him for it.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Surtalogi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Immortal Paimon.
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. So I had to take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize. To both of you.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Surtalogi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark.
That's such a good view.
Never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Yep.
Oh.
That tracks.
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. The first time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. Yet you were able to read them from my blade, like a glimpse into my inner world.
Indeed.
You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled
Also, I want
sense
to point
of
out the voice
joy.
acting has been really
And
good
my
in this one.
defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
There's something soothing about the way he talks. And it also still sells like the man is on the edge of just like disappearing.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles. After which, all can come to an end. Including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal. To complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his call. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame.
Oh wow, they added beads of sweat to the
I would
character
have
models.
loved to witness that battle. Surtalogi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death, if that's what you are hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control.
So a hard reset. Neat.
But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Surtalogi. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road. If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
That's finally over. Let's get out of here.
I really enjoy this quest. I enjoy so many of these quests, it's not even funny.
Few days, but it feels like forever.
Oh yeah, no, that was a long-ass journey.
Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. We're just that awesome. Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
Also, technically speaking, whenever you look up in the night sky and you see a star,
I have gazed upon this sky for centuries.
when you look up at the sky for stars, what you're seeing is light years upon light years of distance traveled. And technically speaking, the star that you are looking at in the sky could have actually burned out millennia ago. It's so fascinating and depressing at the same time.
It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings. Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a
I
full
love the
sky,
background stuff too.
its vastness and majesty is palpable.
If I hadn't have activated
One
that
can only
tower
wonder,
up in the snow mountain,
is it going to
it
take
wouldn't have shown in this
kindness to
cutscene at
reign
all.
supreme in the vast expanse of the universe.
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the Traveler always finds a way. Ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, he always finds a way to make it better. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I can't wait for the endgame-esque freaking scene where everybody from across the vat joins us in glorious battle.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it. I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger. If that's what you want to call me, I won't object. Goodbye.
Bye! Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think? Hey, What do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wamin Restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
This game is so beautiful. Got a guitar out of that. That is so cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Where is it? Oh no. Oh boy. Oh, that's something I got for... What is this? Oh! Damn. Neat. I got this for... What did I get this for? I genuinely am forgetting what I got that for. Oh wow, I didn't get an achievement for that either. Damn. But I think that was all of Skirk's story. Pardon me while I go all the way to the end. Was that not all of Skirk's story? Meh. Oh, wait. Why did that do that thing? Why do you do that to me? Stop doing that. Okay, I think because I completed them, they aren't going to show up. Which should be something I can look up. Archive. Level up? Yeah. Ah, here we are. Yeah, these are all the ones I've completed. Oh, wait, I do want to see something. Did that open up a trounce boss? No, it didn't. Okay, that's fine. I didn't expect it to, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Okay, so yeah, that... I'm actually really glad that it also answered a bunch of my questions, too, because holy crap, I was so confused as to how Surtalogi made it to Skirk's planet, how freaking space travel even is a thing in this world. My brain stopped working. What was I doing? I was doing something. What was I doing? Okay, hang on, let me sit up. Okay, I wanted to do something, and I was too busy talking to remember it. Oh, wait,
people ought not be so frightened.
It's not what I want to do, but I do want to look at Skirk. Because I had a theory. Yeah, so she doesn't have a vision period. Which is incredible to me. I do not see a vision on her at all.
And of ghosts. They are merely talking shadows, chattering away endlessly about their past
Right,
affairs.
I remember what I was doing. Okay, I was going to look in my bag. Because I wanted to look at... Well, this I can go ahead and take care of. I'm still working on completing this. Well, I'm not working on it recently because I was too focused on Natlan. Not Natlan, Nodcry. I think I have, yeah, 3 more levels to get through, and then I can finally say that that's done. Which means I need more chests, which means I basically have to run around and find every chest I haven't found yet. There's a blue. There's also blue. But yeah, I liked Skirk's story a little bit. I'm gonna go beat up some of these real quick. I don't think it will help me complete what I need to complete, but it should get me close, at least until tomorrow. I don't want to dive into another big story beat just yet.
Annihilation mode.
Because I want to talk to my,
Be silent.
my, Genshin masters to, figure out what should be my next, story quest I do.
The long sleep beckons.
I love Flynn so much. Oh, and I have enough to do with that again. Okay, so that's sweet. I do need to build up a lot of, Mora, because leveling... Okay, so, like, I'll be real with y'all. Leveling up characters is one of the most money-consuming endeavors you can ever do. I mean, it's the only thing you can really spend money on to begin with, aside from, like, maybe the cooking, but even the cooking doesn't freaking match what I have to deal with. My only gripe about Flynn's is that he doesn't have a rush forward attack, which isn't a bad thing.
Beware the creatures of the night.
It is effective. It is essentially what makes him nerfed in a way. Okay, so I cannot grab this because I do not have the means to grab this. So what I can do... Since you've been gone, is find another one that's not too far off. But usually what I do for a game like this, or what I do with this for characters is, I figure out what parts they usually drop, and then what they usually drop is, or what parts they need to level up, I'm sorry. And what they usually need is a region-based... There we go. Because... that still counts as completing them, even if I don't claim the rewards. So that gets me that. Which gets me this. I've also just been stockpiling those. But basically what I do is I figure out what character... Like, for the character, I figure out what region they're in. Usually their region is based on what their home region is. And where the enemy drops are that they need, and then I just go from there, and I just do those. Or if I'm not farming the other stuff, I farm those because it's a lot easier to get the materials from that than it is to, like, say, farm from random enemies. Although some people like Skirk have freaking enemies that don't spawn on those, which is annoying. I should be getting a red here, or a purple here soon. I mean, speak of the devil. It's only 2. also not upset by... Oh my goodness, she's almost complete. Holy crap. I'm not upset by seeing these C6ing these characters, or getting any consolation for these 4-star characters. Because, technically speaking, all this is doing is getting me closer to, say, when she becomes... So, like, we'll use her as an example. As soon as I find her again. When she becomes a part of the next rotation of characters in the banner, if I were to fully see her, like C6 her, what will happen is that she will, if I pull her again, give me 5 of the Stardust, which is the shop stuff I use for this stuff. It'll give me 5 instead of 2. And I think if I fully see a legendary, it gives me 10. But I can't I don't know, because obviously it's never happened to me. It won't ever happen to me because I don't know. But yeah, that's basically the long and the short of it. Huh. Well, I guess let's look at what other ones we can do next. Because I have one active right now. It is... Papillio Charontis Chapter 1. It is Liyue. I still haven't done this story quest. Trulia Chapter 2. Which should be... Okay, so the Trulia Chapter 2 should be... her, oh, what's her name? Yeah, so, Zhangling is Trula. Hi, Jade. So... whose quest do I have active right now? Wangshen Parlor. Who is the who's Papillio? Is that... Wait. Hang on. I think I might know who that... Oh, it's Hu Tao. It's Hu Tao. Okay. Okay, I know who it is now. Okay. I was so confused. Very confused. Jade, aside from the 2 I have active, who do you think should be the next one I do? Like, are there any more that could give me a trounce boss, per se? Because some of these I can't do because I haven't completed other characters. I'm pretty sure Sainu is blocked by... Who is Sainu blocked by? Dea? Lupus... Oh, no, he's... Wait, who's he blocked by? Oh, he's blocked by himself. I'm intelligent. Okay, so what are you blocked by? Oh, you're blocked by Papillio. And Atlas. Which one's Atlas? Oh! It's that one.
Wait. What the
Hello, Raiders. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I am totally not... Oh, it's her. I'm totally not stalling for time right now. Also, thank you for getting the shout-out out real quickly. I'm learning things right now because my brain doesn't want to work properly. Diluvius Chapter 1. Diluvius. Ah, Neverlight. Got it. So yeah, I have most of them unlocked for the most part. Dubious. I am lamp. Wait, give it a moment. Give it a moment, Lucy. Don't mind the technical floating kitty cat thingy. Okay, normally it doesn't...
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity.
Normally it doesn't take you
The
this long to
wanton
freaking
cruelty
do
of the
your
few
thing.
is not worth
Is it because I want you to do
ire.
it now? I'm gonna watch you on Rin side. Gotta do a smidge grinding for them so they can't just... There we go, look, I'm a lamp! Look at the young Kazor in the back, it's so adorable chasing its tail. Okay, oh wait, no, there is one thing I want to do, because I do not remember if I have done this yet on camera. It is this guy right here, this Dendro cube. I don't think I've done the Dendro cube.
An orange snow dances in the air? So this is the fabled desert.
This man really needs to get out more. Although wait, a great way to tell if I've done the thing I need to do is guide enemies. Yeah, so these are the enemies I need to do for what I've got. Which I'm so glad the training guide does that, to be honest. It's really helpful. Dendro hypostasis. Wait, doesn't it tell me if I did it or not? I don't think I don't know if I've done this or not. Well, better safe than sorry. We're gonna see how this team does against it. I don't remember this region. I don't remember this arena. Nope, I have not faced it. Oh, I don't know if I can do this.
Close your eyes. The long sleep beckons.
It's really cool looking, though. It definitely is a different fight compared to, like...
Installation chamber deployed. Ultimatum protocol.
You need Dendro to fight this one? Oh, so I need Dendro to fight this one. Fantastic! I have the wrong build! Aha! Stop it. Stop it. Hang on, I can fix this. I just need to wait for it to leave me alone. There we go. I have a Dendro character I can use. All my other ones are not properly built for this.
Glad to be working with you.
It just means I need to keep my rotation different. I don't know why I did that. These 3 should be enough to actually keep the damage output high, though.
Engaged.
Oh boy!
Insulation chamber deployed. Annihilation mode.
Okay, I want to heal. Flint's up.
Yeah.
Close your eyes. Night falls.
Locked on.
I think this is where I need it.
That was unexpected. For the Lord of the Night.
That was probably not when I needed it.
Your soul in sacrifice.
Target acquired.
Nope, wrong character.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Okay, I'm gonna be smart about this. And get it to land in here.
Preparing for dust up.
Observe. The long sleep beckons.
Okay, yeah, this is a tough fight. Whoa, boy!
Steady now.
Ow, ow.
Defensive mode engaged.
Be silent. Observe. To dust.
Okay, I just need to do Ino's thing. Okay. Spike. Spike.
Cleanup sequence.
Close your eyes.
Okay, so now it's doing this.
Locked on.
Nope, hang on. Okay, now use Electro. Okay.
Observe. Close your eyes.
Okay, so I think I get it. Using Knitch is going to be a problem, though. I really need to work on my other Dendro characters.
Be silent.
Okay, so now that we've done this, so Dendro.
Target acquired.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, I get it. So now that's every boss on my list that I faced, I believe. Kind of funny that the Dendros cube is the last one I fought. I hate cubes. I hate the cubes. I really do. My only other question, Jade, if you are still active, is... Should I go for... Okay, so, like... Obviously, I'm, like, really close to this event being done. I've got, like, 3 more weeks that I've got to complete. Should I go with Tighnari's C1 or Mona's C2? Or, let me rephrase that. So, Tighnari's C1 is kind of mid, I think. Where are you, Jackalman? Yeah, it's just an increase to his crit rate by 15%. So, Tighnari's C1 is kind of eh. Diluc's C1 is kind of eh. Mona's C2... Normal attack hits, 20% chance that it will automatically be followed by a charge attack. That seems kind of okay to me. Dia's an increase, like a damage increase buff, but hers is a lot more substantial because it's based on her max HP, which is insane to me. Dia, Mona, or Tighnari are all safe choices. What's that emote you used? It's like a screaming thing. Also, Tighnari's C1 is a good choice. I mean, yeah, okay, it's like a free 15% crit rate. That's fair. That is a fair and solid thing for a character like that, but it's not a C2, which is annoying. I was also catching too, and I forget. I looked at catchings earlier, and I forget what it is now. Oh, and it's Jean too, who is almost a C3. Where is catching? There she is. Catching C1. Oh, right, it's the AOE buff thing. I mean, if I desperately need to farm the Dendro cube, which I don't think I'll need to for a while, I should really build up. I think what I'll do once I'm done with my current team is build up Tighnari. This is the crab, right? So I remember fighting the crab. This is the crab.
Bet you're jealous of my son.
Oh, I forgot how annoying this guy is.
No, you can't borrow them.
Give me back, Effie.
Let's go stretch our legs.
Okay, yeah, so I fought him. I fought the seahorse. If you ever manage to DSC3, she becomes very strong. Jester would know all about that. I passed her. She's one of my first characters I got to level 80 and I passed her. I'm intelligent. Leonin Bite becomes 3 levels higher. Oh yeah, that's her ult, isn't it? Or maybe her C2. I don't remember, but I know it makes her damage spike like crazy. Well, her C2 When Dia uses Molten Inferno, Raging Flame, the duration of the recreated Fiery Sanctuary is increased by 6 seconds. Additionally, when a Fiery Sanctum exists on the field, damage dealt by its next coordinated attack will be increased by 50% when the active characters within Fiery Sanctum field are attacked. So I know that her... Okay, so you said that her damage spikes like crazy. I think it's her C1 that spikes it like crazy because Dia's maximum HP is increased by 20% and she deals bonus damage based on her max HP when using the following attacks. Molten Inferno's damage is increased by a 3.6% of her max HP, whereas Leonin Bite will it be increased by 6% of her max HP. She's the one who, when she loses HP, she gains damage and then heals herself when she does damage. I think. When her HP is less than 40%, she will recover 20% of her max HP and will restore 6% of her max HP for every 2 seconds for the next 10 seconds. Within 6 seconds after she retrieves it, she will take 60% less damage when receiving damage from Redmane's blood. This affects Redmane's blood. Additionally, within 9 seconds after unleashing the Molten Inferno, yeah, Dia is overall really strong. And a really good pyro. I honestly like her. Okay, so like, I liked Arle, but the fact that Arle couldn't be healed in any way, shape, or form really kind of like knocked her down for me. Because, wait a minute. No, I fought the Tulpa. Okay. But yeah, I do like... Oh, by the way, guess what, Jade? Remember how you said Lauma can do the talking to animal stuff? Because I didn't pull Lauma, I technically cannot continue with this anecdote because I don't have a character that can talk to animals. With Dia, you can pull her pump her full of HP and she still does well. Yeah. I love it when a character has one stat that just so happens to be like also good at survivability, so you just pump that high.
Little dearie, you gotta eat your breakfast, or you're never gonna grow up big and strong.
This is the third time I've watched this, by the way.
I know. There is still lacaberry residue hanging from the corner of its mouth.
Huh? What?
Its recovery is progressing smoothly. In a few more days, we can ask Miss Lauma to send it back to its herd. I know. I am sure you know that it deserves to go back home instead of staying with us.
But...
Did the Lady Moonchanter from the Frostmoon Scions not say as much when she came to treat the deer? Its family might be worried about it. Once it has recovered, it would be best to send it home.
I know, but, you know, it obviously hasn't recovered yet. Does your leg still hurt? Do you want to go home?
I know. Didn't the Lady Moonchanter promise us that she would come and pick up the deer? When the time comes, let's ask her to listen to what the deer has to say again.
So this is one of the things I'm curious about, because you said Lauma can talk to animals. Someone who's good at talking to taking care... Someone who's good at taking care of animals might be needed, is I'm pretty sure what it said. Although one thing I didn't try is going over there. Because I might run into Llama and have her do it. If I can. Llama! Llama, where are you?
Hey, Llama! We're here to visit. Yeah, boxes piled up everywhere, some of them opened up, loose items strewn all over the floor. Huh, look! Llama's over there talking to a weasel thief. What are they
Be that as it may, we don't have any...
Okay, I'm gonna speed through
That's
this.
a good child. Here.
That was a view and a half.
Last time, right? What was Llama saying?
Hello there, traveler, Paimon. Welcome to the library. No, I was just giving the little one a bit of a stern warning. It's been getting a little overexcited lately, and it's starting to bother the community. It's passion. I keep repeating that we now have more than enough documents and relics in our library to... Yes, but it doesn't quite understand what constitutes a relic. It has at least promised me that it won't go digging around again. But there's already a big backlog of... Sorry, you two. I'm afraid I won't be able to... Now then.
Okay. This is a pain in the butt. Ooh, book. Oh, wait, I forgot. There's something I need to pick up. Pick up. Waiting for the ads to end so I can... Where is it? There it is. Nope, shut up. It's mine now, you can't stop me!
Finally, some progress at last. Now, to somehow put all these things back, I know. There's petrified seeds of an ancient tree, more deposit boxes that people buried for safekeeping, wish boxes, letters with photos enclosed.
That weasel's been busy.
Well, weasel thieves have a different perspective on value from us. It seems like the seeds and rocks will be easy enough to deal with, but those storage boxes and wish boxes will have been buried with the express purpose of digging them up. Thanks for the kind offer, but I've already engaged another slightly more mature weasel thief to handle this. It will be in charge of moving all the items. After all, the kid's heart was in the right place. Making it put everything back where it found it would break its poor little heart.
But won't the other weasel thief you hired tell the first one everything?
Hopefully not. The little one prefers to live on its own and act solo, so they're unlikely. It also has a short attention span. Give it half a month, and I'd be very surprised if it still remembers anything it dug up. I speak their language, and I've had the privilege of their company for a long time. It's only natural. By contrast, other people can't understand what animals are saying, so they're bound to make mistakes. That's why, in a lot of literature on the topic, phrases like bestial nature are rife with negative connotations, while human nature is... You're right. In any case, to me, human nature, whether human or beast, all have moments of
Welcome
courage.
back from ads, everybody. I'm trying to get through this.
We all rejoice in our successes and mourn our failures. These experiences... I do sometimes wonder whether the world around us might have turned out... But I know it is but a fantastical... Then there are those who reject nature and turn their... They are the wayward ones, who do not hesitate to pull the trigger
even when they speak this. Yes, child. I know you can protect yourself, and that you are far fleeter of foot than they. Ah, how time flies. I should have enough time to get everything in order.
Okay, and now I warp back again. Ugh, this is painful.
What do we have?
Okay, no, I think I need to warp farther. I just want to be done with this anecdote. Oh my goodness, why am I doing... Why are there two separate storylines? Is this a part of the anecdote?
Oh look! There's that weasel thief again! And it's... Huh? It took off!
Come here. Our little friend...
Huh? Why would a weasel thief give him...
As I said, it greatly admires your treasure hunting abilities. And consider this its deposit.
Oh, we're being invested in by a weasel thief. I love it.
When Mora is involved, a weasel thief never lies. Keep it safe. This coin represents an agreement between you and the weasel thieves. Or at least, this weasel thief. I wouldn't worry. I know I said it's an agreement, but I believe it just wants to make friends with you. It didn't know what kind of gift you'd like, so it chose to give you its favorite thing. Please do. If you're interested in taking up the offer, leave some dried lacca berries by your pillow when you get home. Not too many, of course. It might struggle to burrow its way home if it eats too much.
That's adorable, and I love it. Oh my goodness, I'm less angry about the fact that I've been warping back and forth for the last 10 minutes. It's more like 5, but let's face it. It feels like 10. Alright, Lemma. Whoa, she moved. Oh, she moved. No, 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 no. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, llama? You antlered bitch! You don't do this to me!
Outrageous.
This is more than a fair price already.
Okay, wait. You wouldn't have gone over to here, would you? Now I just need to remember where they are located in relation to all of this. There they are. Okay, so they moved on, which bothers me. So what do I do in this regard? Oh, there she is.
There. All better. Acting tough. Off you go now. Up, take this twig. I picked it up by the roadside. Of course. And do tell your friends. There.
I like that they gave voice acting to these little moments that really don't do anything for anything. It's just world building. I do like the voice acting for that. But, so how do I continue past the next point of the anecdote, then? I did not mean to talk to you, and I don't think I can get out of this. Let me go, please. Why is this the one conversation where I'm stuck listening to you? Leave me alone. Let me go. Free me! I'm stuck. Help! 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 Okay, I'm free. Oh, that was horrible. Or maybe that's the end of that anecdote and it's just looping? Where's the anecdote thing? It's an Ino anecdote. A better choice is what it is, but I don't think I can continue it. Oh, I don't know.
Even the most
Okay.
assuming ingredients can produce.
Alright, I think I'm gonna call it because I'm tired. Haven't decided what I'm doing tomorrow. But I will think about it.
He who wishes to peer
I have
into
options.
the abyss needs
I could do Hollow
simply
Knight.
to wander through Nodcry on a
I could
misty
do...
night.
Give me a minute.
The March of the Wild Hunt.
Sorry, I can't talk while they're talking.